Too. There we go. That's it. Welcome, everybody. We're live, buddy.
Hi.
Hey.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
To Low Expectations.
No. Can I tell you why we're a little bit late tonight? Can I share why we're a little bit late tonight?
Yeah, go ahead.
Tom's snowball melted. He couldn't find it.
Yeah. The microphone. It was missing.
Yeah, the microphone is called a snowball, and we couldn't find it, but Benny found it. So here we are.
We're good to go.
Yeah, happy 2021, right? Yes, 2021.
Yeah, can day. What's it? National something you said?
Oh yeah. Not today technically. We're a little early because we never get things exactly right. But January 24th, National Beer Can Appreciation Day. So tonight's episode 8, Show Us Your Cans. Tom posted earlier today in the Facebook group a link to the YouTube channel, and we are asking you if you happen to be partaking of a beverage that was delivered to you via can that you post a pic. I already put one in there to start us off. We may or may not have sipped on this guy. Look at how cool this can is. Is that Einstein? What do you think?
That is the Treehouse Scientist guy, right?
There's a Treehouse Scientist guy?
Yeah, he's that art is by Kiever. I collect Kiever's artwork in glasses.
Please tell the people.
Yeah, it's by a guy named Kiever. I collect his artwork in glasses. He really makes some really neat stuff. And I've seen that guy in a few of his things.
Cool. This is a fruit project, Stonefruit double IPA, and Tom and I agree that it was delicious.
It was very nice. That is a contender for top of the night, even though you didn't see us drink it.
And how cool is that can art? So that kind of leads me into one of the first things I wanted to talk about.
Not yet. You need to stop for a second because I tried to get you to move along and say the rest of the lines, but you didn't. You didn't go for it.
Oh, let's try again.
So
let's try again.
Go ahead. You start.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode. Show Us Your Cans. Maybe you are partaking of a beverage that was delivered to you in a can.
I mean, welcome to Low Expectations,
where the beer's great,
and we are not. Good job, you got it. That's.
I figured by episode 30, we'll at least nail the intro.
That one was rough. That was a rough intro.
We'll nail the intro.
We'll get this.
It's been a rough week. It's been a rough week.
It's been a rough week. I got great news though. I'm cleared to walk around again. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Did you guys know
so
Tom?
I'm super happy.
Tom has a boo-boo.
Broken ankle since September 12th. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was literally a moose broke into his compound up at the lake and he wrestled it to the ground and it gored him in the ankle.
Yeah, we fought. But
Moose won. Tom.
It didn't get any of my cans. So. Oh man, look at that. We've already got quite a few people dropping comments. Thank you so much for dropping comments before we even asked you to. But I wanted to remind you, drop comments in there. We need to see what you're doing.
Some quick shout outs. James, my man, James, you, us, beer. It's gonna happen sometime soon. Erica, my friend, how are you? How is how's the jar business going? You know what I mean. Jackie, Tom does have a pretty nice set of cans.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Paul, what's up, my man? Paul, it has been so long since I've seen you. I hope sometime soon we can reconnect, man. I miss hanging out with you. And your girl.
Yeah, Candy's in there.
Yeah,
Yep. Proving the statement correct every week.
We do not. That's one thing we don't do. We never disappoint.
No, we give you exactly what we promise you. So we've got to crack something open here. I'm parched. Okay. I feel like I've been eating sand here. What are we going to go for?
I told you not to eat sand.
I know.
Stick to glue.
Ooh, this is a good choice.
All right, so hey kids, we're starting with so we talked about, and this one's crazy. We had this one. There's a lot going on. Tom gave you a little background, which I didn't know, which was cool. The artist.
Super cool. Yeah, he has some really great work.
But like as I'm walking down the aisle and I'm seeing if I saw this on the shelf, I'm stopping and checking it out because it's very striking. We're going to move on to something a little bit more simplistic. Foley Brothers. Just some hops on the vine.
Mm-hmm.
Simple, interesting. Foley Brothers, I believe. You guys out there can fact check me. This is Foley Brothers Prospect. It also is, it's an Imperial IPA, weighing in at 9%.
Love a good Imperial.
I think they're out of Vermont.
I was gonna say either Vermont or Massachusetts when you head up. I've never been, but
And hey, kids.
Ooh.
For those of you playing at home.
Vitamin C. The Vitamin C collab that just came out like a week or two ago.
Yummers. Drinking vessel of choice tonight is the Monkish Foggier Windows Glass. Tom, you want to tell them a little bit about that van?
That is the BA Baracus 18 van.
I pity the fool. I pity the fool who doesn't enjoy this.
He was shopping on the 80s shelf again, and I went shopping on the 80s shelf again for my glass, which is one of a few that I own that are this theme. I really, really love the Goonies. So this glass is just a beautiful depiction. You got Chunk right there.
Hey, you guys!
Actor, now entertainment lawyer Jeff Cohen, very nice man. One of the highlights of my life was meeting him and spending a couple hours hanging out with him. Then you've got Hops for the O's. You go on. There's Sloth. You have Never Say Die. There's the Ship, the Key, everything. I mean, it is really, really well done. It's a great glass. I love it. And I love the Goonies.
And never revealed before, Tom actually showed Chunk his cans.
He was a really cool guy.
That's how he got his
I
autograph.
have pictures of young me hanging out with young Jeff Cohen.
Hey.
I stalked him and found him like hiding out behind a green room when he was supposed to go on stage for a show.
It's a little creepy.
So I just went up and was like, yo, dude. And I brought all this stuff with him. He signed a Baby Ruth for me. He signed my Goonies VHS. He signed my Goonies DVD. He signed, I have the whole Goonies Topps playing card, like the playing cards collection, not playing cards, but like the collector's cards from when we were kids. He signed my Chunk card. He was awesome. He was such a cool guy.
At any point when all that was going on, did you notice security slowly creeping closer?
No, he was like, man, it was super nice talking to you. He was just nobody else recognized him because he's not big.
Wasn't
like
makeup?
Chunk was. No, he's just like a skinny guy now. He doesn't look like Chunk.
Okay, fair enough.
A little bit.
Do you know wrestling at all?
No idea. No, not at all.
There's this wrestler called Lex Luthor. He literally looked like he shriveled down to a pea-sized version of himself.
I thought Lex Luthor was Superman's enemy.
Yeah, or Lex Luger, maybe it was. Lex Luger. Anyway, you can Google that if you want to. But let me pause for 1 second. Look at our studio audience and what they're drinking. Jackie's drinking.
I'm proud of these people.
Jackie's drinking the EQ Vitamin C collab. Erica's drinking a double dry hop triple crossing. Man, nice. So, as we're going through this evening, if you want to, you don't have to. Freaking corporate in the art department sent me that stupid card. They made me share it with you guys because apparently we're not entertaining enough. You guys need something else, which I kind of happen to agree with. But anyway, if you happen to hear us say any of the words on that card and you're thirsty, you may want to take a sip.
Yeah, and mark it off. See like when you actually get bingo. I'm curious.
All right. So try that. And you know what? What if they get bingo? How about the first person that gets because someone's going to type bingo. Someone's just going to type bingo immediately.
Right. Everybody's going to get bingo. There's no way for us to check it. We're not going to watch ourselves again.
No. Oh God, I barely want to do this once.
No, forget that.
All right,
no.
Forget it.
No prizes for bingo.
No prizes. No prizes for you.
I got to say this beer. I like Foley Brothers.
You don't like this beer?
No, I like it. There's a slight little bite. Almost at the end, not all the way at the end. There's something that I can't put my finger on. Do you get it? Are you tasting it?
Candy says bye. No prize.
Yeah.
She's out.
Yeah, she's leaving.
I get not a bite. I get a little wash of soapiness towards the end.
Okay, there's a kick there that I can't soapiness.
I don't know if I've had a lot of Foley Brothers beers, to be honest with you. I was really excited to pull this off the shelf of the distributor today.
Oh, really? This was a shelfie?
He's got 4 Foley Brothers sitting in his...
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
what
really
distributor
cool.
is that?
Limerick Bev. I highly recommend Limerick Bev.
Tonight's episode brought to you by...
Limerick Beverage.
Not Limerick Beverage.
Nobody
pays us to do this.
I know. No, Brew Pube Explorer. Bingo has not happened.
Yeah, this one, I like it.
You don't love it.
If I'm going to be picky about it, there's There's a slight tinge.
Now I have another question for you. Do you think your perception is colored coming off of this to that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What do we need a name for that? Palate carryover, palate continuation, palate something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a thing. It's a real thing. What
people sometimes eat pretzels in between. And I thought about bringing some pretzels down.
But corporate didn't approve it on our budget, so we got nothing.
The problem is we'd be sitting here looking in the camera, crunching on pretzels, and I think that would make things.
Are these pretzels worse. Making you thirsty?
Little crumbs flying out everywhere. It's just not possible. Yeah, I considered it, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, Jack just said he picked up some great shelfies from there last week. Yeah, Jack, cool. I was talking to the owner about that amazing. Jack got a 4-pack of Barrier. Oh, what was that, Jack? What was that beer called? If you throw it in the comments. My God, it was a milkshake IPA with vanilla and marshmallow and all kinds of good stuff. We were
shelfie milkshake.
Yep, we were drinking it. And we got about 3/4 of the way through it, and I looked at the can. And I was like, "Guess the APV in this." He's like, "About 7.5." I'm like, "He's like 8." I'm like, "He's like 9." I'm like, 10%.
Was it a triple or just they called it a milkshake?
They called it a milkshake.
Wow, that's pretty nuts.
It was delicious.
Yeah, that one was okay.
Kicking knowledge.
So far, Fruit Project Stonefruit is by far my favorite tonight. But
a little less. Is that a little less hazier than normal too? A little clearer? Or am I imagining things?
I think it has a nice haze to it. It's a light haze, but it's a good beer. It's a very good beer.
Solid.
Yeah. If it was between that and a bunch of other AB InBev trash, then absolutely I would drink a lot of that. No problem. Okay. Kicking Knowledge. There you go. That was the name of that beer that you can get on a shelf by Breaker. That was
Barrier.
Delicious. Barrier.
If you can find it, I highly recommend it.
But you mentioned cans on the shelf.
I did mention cans on the shelf.
And tonight, the internet exploded.
Oh.
At least our little corner of the internet. With an amazing, just a wonderful popcorn. I wish I should have just popped some popcorn and sat there and read all these comments, because there's people who go and buy shelfies. You go to the distributor, pick some shelf beers.
I do.
And enjoy them and love them. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You walk in, you walk out 5 minutes later. And then there's people that enjoy waiting in a beer line to purchase a few 4-packs of beer. So
can I set that up a little stronger?
Yeah, go ahead.
However, there is a certain segment of society, of which I am one, that is a pretentious douchebag who will not go to a distributor and they will not buy anything off the shelf. This segment of society only buys the finest beverages.
There are. Yeah.
Right?
There are people like that.
Okay, sorry. I just needed that. Felt like we needed to amp that up a little bit.
So tonight, a normally shelfie brewery, Trogs, actually it wasn't tonight, it was today. They released a very limited beer. And everyone knows Nugget Nectar, delicious beer. People call it an IPA all the time. It is not an IPA.
It's my favorite IPA. What is it, Tom?
It is an amber.
It is an amber.
Anyway. Fucking people. So I'm happy today. They released Double Nectar, very limited, brewery only, and then they had it for online ordering. So online ordering, it was sold out in a minute. Whoa, surprise. That's what happens everywhere else. If you're used to walking into the distributor and picking something up, welcome to the non-shelfie life. That's the way it works. You have most places. I know Imprint beer went on sale for the first time this year since they removed their brewery at 7:00 tonight. Less than a minute, everything was sold out. It's the way it is. That's what happens. So all these normal shelfie people are super, super pissed because the beer sold out really quick. And if you wanted any after that, you had to go wait in the line.
Which sold out immediately.
Man, the people were furious. There were so many people that were just furious because a line existed at all. It was so fun to watch. I I hope it's still going on because I'm gonna read all the comments tonight.
Where did all this take place? This whole discussion, Tom?
I'm not gonna say where it takes place. It is a group that many of you follow if you enjoy beer that's brewed in Pennsylvania.
So you're saying it's a group that follows beer
and breweries
and made in breweries from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania breweries.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of it. There you go. But the comments.
But I'm a fan of the conversation.
Oh my god, the comments are the best. It was so much fun. So if you have some time to kill, you may want to search for those words that we mentioned, and you'll probably find them, and you can check them out.
Yeah, my favorite two words. My favorite two words in this whole conversation are cart protection.
No, I didn't see cart protection, but I saw. Problem is, it was in your cart for checkout, and then said it was sold out. Yes, if you put it in your cart, and then you have to go find your wallet and look up the numbers on the back of your card and type in your first and last name. If you wait to do all that, of course, someone else is going to grab your 4-pack and it's going to be sold out. Learn to buy something on the internet.
By the way, what he just described happens to me every time I try and get an EQ bottle. And every time I get an EQ bottle, and every time in our group chat I rage about my inability, he laughs at me.
I do. He gets so angry.
I never get any EQ bottles because I can't shop on the internet.
I get lucky enough that I do get most EQ bottles. Most. I mean, I strike out sometimes, but I'm lucky enough that I get them.
So anyway, the funniest part of all this is that we've been living this particular life for like years now, but seeing all these, I feel really jerky saying regular folk.
No, they're just people that enjoy distributor shelfie beer. There's nothing wrong with that.
Losing their minds over double nectar today.
Yeah, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Like, distributor shelfie beer can be really great. I mean, we just talked about a couple. And if you love to go into a distributor and pick out just what's there, awesome, go to town. But man, these people who have never experienced a line or no cart protection and 10 seconds at the maximum to order what you want. Oh man, it was so much fun watching it. Oh, I loved it so much. So you should check that out. I'm gonna stop talking about that now.
It was not nice of me, but I liked it.
And then I throw in a few comments to jab at people. It's really fun. There was a few people who are normal regulars to the show. They also, I saw their names in there, throwing in some comments. Or
there was pot stirring going on.
Triple Citra Daydream, yes.
So
other half, yum.
So James, what Tom
beautiful can.
What Tom is saying, James, is don't drink all of those. Wait till Low Expectations comes on the road.
Yeah.
Was that too obvious?
What, to tell him we're coming to his house next week?
Yeah.
Don't tell him here.
Oh, okay.
We'll send him a private message.
Slide into your DMs. What else we got going on out there?
Yeah, my sister mentioned that it's just like the PS5 thing. Yeah. Like you've got maybe a second to 3 seconds to completely check out where it's gone.
It's the market of scarcity is what it is. Some get it, some don't. You don't always get everything.
Yeah. I mean,
unless you're Matt Keane.
Unless you have dedicated servers to scrape every website of something that you would want to buy and alert you when it changes, then no one has time for that except Matt Keane. All right, so we have a really good comment that I want to address. I thought we were going to be on the road this week. B did think we were going to be on the road this week. I couldn't handle it. I vetoed it and said no. I needed to be home tonight. We're not going to be on the road next week either, because next week we have a professional, like actual high-end, really, really great company coming in here, and they're going to run multiple cameras and all kinds of crazy stuff.
So I'll have hair next week.
If that works out, that's going to be totally nuts. It'll be neat to see what someone with real equipment can do. So that might happen next week. We'll see.
But Pat, we do have a number of breweries that we've reached out to that have welcomed us with open arms. So we're really looking forward to field trips. It's going to happen. And like I said, once the overall environment changes out there a little bit, and we can, they can accommodate people.
Multiples.
We are definitely going to invite the crowd because this group is purpose built to hang together and be stupid, and that's our goal for 2021. I feel like that's a bumper sticker. Let's get stupid.
Sounds fun.
Together?
We can make a bumper sticker.
Let's get stupid together.
I don't
know.
Yeah, I like that. That's nice.
Know.
So I also wanted to mention, because we're going to open this can next, whether he likes it or not. On Monday.
I feel threatened.
No,
no
threat.
Good.
On Monday, we were off. So we drove to, not we, me and B, just me and the family. We drove to Harrisburg and went to Fourscore Beer Company. Fourscore Beer Company. I mean, it's a typical crowler. This is not a fancy can or anything. The beer that I did buy though is called Zero Hop 30. It was a beer where the proceeds were going to, I think it was wounded veterans.
Nice.
It was a cool beer. I had to buy.
Oh, like Zero Dark 30?
Yeah, Zero Hop 30. Yeah. I haven't tried it. I wasn't drinking beer when I was there. Trying to only have beers on Thursdays. Their wings were delicious.
Ooh.
Amazing, crispy, big wings. Really loved them. The kids were happy with the food they had.
Fun fact, Matt Petrov's nickname in high school, Crispy Big Wings.
Whoa.
Yes.
Wow. I think that's a bingo space.
It should have been. I didn't make it one. I mean, the art department didn't make it one.
So we went. I went.
No, did I just say true story?
I don't know if you said true story, but now you did. Someone just fell over. Somebody just passed out on the floor. Like that was 14 buzzwords in a row.
I can't keep up.
It was great.
He said triple dry hop, double IPA stout.
That's my favorite beer. Does it have extra fruit? Is it dank?
All right, I'm sorry.
So it was a great experience. They had really great distancing. The place was not crowded at all. We walked right in and got an empty table. It should be crowded. I wish it was. Really nice outdoor seating. They have outdoor with no tent, outdoor with a tent. They have fire pits, heaters. Great place. You should go. And if you're going from where our area is, like almost, I don't know, the Philly area, if you're driving out that way, on your way back, you absolutely must hit
Collusion
Tap Works.
Also great.
It's a really great little spot. On the way back, it kind of cuts the trip in half. So you hit Fourscore. That's like a 2 hour plus drive. Then you come back an hour to Collusion, and amazing food, great beers, huge tap list all the time, wonderful place. And then you take that extra hour back. It's really awesome.
So yeah, I can't echo enough how great Fourscore is. A couple of us made a little road trip out there over the summer once things settled down and opened up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And we just had a blast. I just noticed for the first time the hop with Abe Lincoln's hat on it.
Yeah,
is that their logo?
Yeah, that's Gettysburg. Yeah, it's on the side. That's
a great logo. That's a great logo.
If you buy a glass there, they usually have that logo on there.
It'd be a beard or no beard?
Well, I mean, the hop is kind of a beard. I'll show you what we're talking about instead of. I mean, I would say that hop would count as a beard. You wouldn't put a beard on the hop.
Okay.
There you go, bearded hop.
Don't look that up in the Urban Dictionary.
I was going to say that would be a good name for a brewery, the bearded hop, but maybe not. I don't cruise the Urban Dictionary as much as apparently this guy does.
Like, I'm not comfortable with the word cruise.
Oh, somebody mentioned the vaccine.
Yeah.
I don't want to start anything here.
Yeah, don't start anything.
But I'm getting it on.
Okay. Cheers to you.
Yeah, baby. It's gonna be great. Oh, look at the clarity on that. First of all, very lightly hazy. Smells good. What do you think?
So
that's nice.
This word is, I don't think this word is on the sheet, but this word gets thrown around a lot, and the word is crushable. And that
Oh,
particular beverage right there is crushable.
Now, when you use the word crushable, you're gonna also have to. Good name for a strip club. You're also gonna have to worry about the ABV. If you're gonna crush them all day, you can't be crushing 10s. So
I'm still reeling from that last comment.
This guy's keep up with the comments, folks. They're really good. Sometimes we don't mention them all. This is a 6%er. So at 6%,
it's not really crushable. It used to be an IPA. Now it's crushable.
If I'm looking to be asleep by dinner, that's a crushable IPA. Like if I was gonna, a beautiful day outside, crush a few of those, yeah. But I'm gonna need a nap.
So I have a question for you. If I were to say to you this is a 4.5% IPA, would you call me a liar based upon how it tastes?
I would be shocked.
Would you?
I wouldn't call you a liar.
Man, it is just light and refreshing.
See, I think it has a little bit of body to it. It has more than a 4.5% body to it.
Maybe it's because I'm coming off the 9%er.
Could be. James just got his first South County. What was it, an IPA or was it one of their didn't they were real popular for, was it the custards or something like that?
You got me.
South County.
Oh, Pat hates crushable. Sorry to trigger you, Pat. I apologize. Actually, I apologize on camera, but that's what they pay me for. They don't pay me. Yeah. It's a discussion. You hate crushable. Why do you hate crushable? What's the matter with crushable?
I usually say I could drink this all day.
You don't like the word crushable either?
Well, I don't dislike it.
I'm confused.
I just don't use it.
It's a word.
It's not. No, I have nothing against it. It's just not a word that I use.
Okay.
It's
James got a double IPA.
There you go. So I heard that next week there's a possibility that all of your comments here are going to pop up right in the video feed, right? Like,
will they be able to see the comments?
That's what I mean, I've been getting pictures. This company that's doing it has been sending me all kinds of really cool pictures.
If you guys can see the commentary that's rolling through here at the same time we do, that's some next level stuff.
A pretentious beer nerd word. I feel like it's more of a White Claw frat boy word.
Oh, it's like a bro word?
Yeah, but I don't have anything against it though. It's just that I think it's more on that genre. But then, like,
no, it's okay because
the Pube Explorer thinks it's more on the other side.
No, Pube Explorer doesn't like it. Matt says it's fine.
No, he said it's a pretentious beer nerd word, and I think it's kind of the opposite. It's like I think it's the other end of the spectrum. Like, dude, this White Claw's so crushable. Blah! Poke a hole in it and shotgunning.
We're not shotgunning tonight, are we?
No, we would get the carpet messy.
Oh, okay.
We'd have to go outside.
That's got to be an outside show. Okay. I get what Pat's saying. I have issue with words sometimes, but what are you laughing at?
Well, I'm just reading comments. They're good. I think the people that comment are more entertaining than we are.
What do you mean think? They absolutely are. 1,000%.
We got some talent in the live chat tonight.
Oh, this room is full of talent tonight. What do you think about that, Pat? This room's got some talent in it.
I don't love the way this smells. Almost a little floral, but I really enjoy the taste.
I can see that.
Yeah, I get a little floral from. I'm sure it's from whatever hop is in there, but
so you're getting floral on the nose.
Mm-hmm. But the taste is much better.
What do you think about the mouthfeel?
I told you it feels like a good 6.5%, 7%.
I just had to work 3 more words from the card.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why I was getting this. Like, damn, are we on some kind of actual beer tasting thing? Do I have to brush up on my notes?
Nope. This is nice.
It is. Nice.
Beyond the niceness of the beer, I just want to echo one more time what this guy said about the overall Fourscore experience. It's fantastic.
We're actually we're working on with our group of friends. We're kind of trying to put together a camp out up that way, like just a weekend camping trip at a normal campground, but be able to hit Fourscore for quite a few hours, then come back and hang out at the campground and just, I think that would be a really great weekend.
You going back to Battlefield?
The
Trigger.
comically worst. It is ridiculous to look back on it now. Even during when we were there, it was shocking how horrible Battlefield Brewing was. I wish them all the luck in the world, but my goodness, I don't know how anyone would ever go back there after tasting what we tasted. My goodness, just stick with Fourscore.
And Collusion. Collusion's wonderful.
Yeah, but you can't camp and go to Collusion. You're camping. Gettysburg
I'm just
area.
Trying to get us off the battlefield.
Oh yeah, that's great. Let's keep moving.
All
Can
right.
I show people my cans?
I think this is the segment of the show that everyone has been waiting for. And by wait, no, I'm not going to say what just popped into my head.
Jack agrees that place was the worst beer he's ever had. It was unbelievable.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Tom's can number 1.
All right, so I had to narrow it down. I probably have 30 different cans here that I've kept solely because of the can art. I don't keep many cans, but sometimes they really blow me away. I collect certain genres. I have that huge 80s shelf. I have 6 different DeLorean or Back to the Future cans. Lots of people like to brew beers about that. But I decided to share, since I was going to use the Goonies glass, I'll share my Goonies cans. So my first Goonies can is called Saving Astoria. It has sloth on it and an awesome little sloth Goonies skull and crossbones mix there. This was by RAR. Last year at their Dank Day, this was released. It was an amazing, kind of a more traditional type of sour, not a heavily fruited sour, a more traditional sour. It's what they have right now that tastes a lot like this is I think it's called Stunts. This was a really great tangerine sour, and it's got sloth on it, so that was kept.
Dank Days is the best beer festival ever
that you will ever go to in your life. You should go. You should quit your job to go. You should do everything you can to get there because it's amazing.
And if COVID goes away and they do Dank Days this year, we will try and put together a Low Expectations RV, bus, something to get down there.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay.
Yeah. So this next one has a print on it that should remind you of Chunk's Hawaiian shirt. And as you go around to the title, it is called Sloth Loves Chunk. This was a 16% beer by Aslin. It was a stout, of course. Almonds, cocoa nibs, vanilla, and marshmallow. It was delicious, but it also was the Goonies. So I had to fight for that one. I got lucky to get one. Then, randomly, as a thank you beer, which we've talked about before, in a trade, somebody threw in a bonus beer, like, hey, bud, I'm just tossing this one in here. It was a double milk stout with peanuts, caramel, and cocoa nibs. And this one was by Four Fathers Brewing. It was actually very good.
I've never heard of that.
Neither have I. It was called Sloth Love Chunk. So I've got that one too. Really nice can art, but that is the extent of my Goonies can art collection. I have tons of other cans, lots to do with movies. I've got a Christmas Story cans. I have some really great. I have a couple Eagles cans. I don't like sports, but I just have them sitting around because I buy cans for other people who love Eagles.
So I have a question for you, and for you, and for you. And it's hard to quantify, but how much does label art influence your buying decision?
It's a good question because it used to influence me a lot.
Will you buy a can solely? Like, did you love all 3 of those beers?
Oddly enough, I did. Yes.
Have you ever bought a can that had a magnificent label?
100%.
The beer was shite.
Yes.
And how'd you feel about that?
I was okay with it because I got that can that I wanted. I wanted the can. That was one of my Back to the Future cans. I had to have it. It was Marty. It was 8-bit Marty on an 8-bit hoverboard from Back to the Future 2. I had to have that can.
I mean, I feel like with the advent of Instagram, the can art has gone through the roof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, follow-up question. If you had to pick one brewery and say, this brewery kills it with can art, who's your choice? In comments, who's your favorite can art brewery out there? In comments. Just like type it in there.
Oh, That's a toughie.
know.
I really.
I'm here to ask the tough questions.
I really appreciate Keever's art, so I could easily say Treehouse with that one.
Is he specific to just Treehouse?
I don't think so. No. You know what? Darn, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Do you know whose can art I really love? And it's not crazy can art. I love Trillium's can art. It is so clean. It is so minimal.
It's that
I just really love that can art. How about you guys? Come on. I don't see anybody in comments telling me pick a brewery who it doesn't have to be your favorite, but ID a brewery that does magnificent can art. Like Great Notion has like a whimsical type of can art. I love Great Notion. What?
James just got some of that Heavy Reels Babat collab. That looked good. That looked like fire, yo.
Pat's pissed now.
That was a Fruit Boy comment.
Vitamin C? I'll have to stop and think about vitamin C for a second.
I haven't seen enough of their cans to know that they're good.
Nothing's popping out in my head, James. I guess I don't drink it enough.
I really do appreciate.
Oh, James has a bunch. Once again, sliding in.
I appreciate a lot of RAR's artwork. They really do some awesome art.
Erica, 1,000,000% I agree with you. Adroit Theory. That their can art is magnificent.
Very gothic, like dark and.
Do you know who Frank Frazetta was?
I do not.
Do you know who Conan the Barbarian is?
Yeah.
Remember all the old Conan illustrations from back? Frank Frazetta was the artist.
Oh.
He's got a very Frank Frazetta vibe.
What about Boris? Was it Boris
Viejo?
Boris Viejo?
Yeah.
I used to love his work.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some really cool artwork.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So it would be similar to that, right?
Yeah. Oh, Jack said Conan art. Yeah, Adroit is awesome. Hands. Or almost Geiger-esque.
Yeah.
With some of the.
Sorry, I got up unannounced.
Oh, Tom left me again. Sorry. He left me on. He does this from time to time. So, can we crack another can, Tom? Is it okay if we didn't finish the growler?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I just wanted to grab 2 cans that really are some of my favorites.
He's got some more cans. Tom wants to show you his 2 cans.
No, these are just they're really beautiful artwork. It's another Treehouse. This one I saved just because it reminded me of fall and how much I really love.
So look at this.
Fall and that.
It's got to be the same artist, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I love this can. It just sits on my shelf because I just think it's beautiful artwork. So I appreciate that.
And I'm a fisherman, so this can really makes me happy.
And this was one of the best stouts I've ever had in my life. And
what?
Yeah. It's called Sigil 1 from October of 2017. It's by Bissell Brothers, and they're not really known for their stouts at all. But look at the Northern Lights and the beautiful, that is a killer can. And I saved this one more for nostalgia because this it was a beautiful can art, but it was also a really, really great beer that I never wanted to forget. So there you go. I'm going to stop with my can art.
No, it's okay. Speaking of stouts, I think we're going to move on.
Is it stout time?
I think it's stout time.
It's my favorite time of the night.
And I was very confused because this next beer, and we can go right into these glasses, right? Stout on IPA?
Absolutely. Unless you want me to get some nice little small stouters, I can get some nice short stout glasses.
Would you?
Absolutely, sir.
Thanks.
It's not like I don't have 300 glasses on the walls of my basement.
Well, I know you pay the kitchen staff overtime to do all these dishes. While you're doing that, I'll intro this beer. This is a beer. We live in wonderful time, folks. Many breweries are now delivering to the great state of Pennsylvania. And if I was going to start a list, I would talk about Equilibrium from New York. I would talk about Other Half from New York. I would talk about Kane from New Jersey. I would talk about Triple Crossing from Virginia. I would talk about who else would I talk about, Tom?
Sorry, I wasn't listening to you. I was picking
breweries that are now delivering to Pennsylvania.
Did you mention Trillium?
I did not mention Trillium.
How could you forget?
I was saving that kind of for the
Oh,
end,
I'm
but
sorry.
that's okay.
I didn't realize there was a
Yeah,
punchline.
that was the big news today, kids. Boston, Massachusetts, Trillium Brewing Company just announced that they will be shipping to Pennsylvania. I don't have any more details than that.
Heck
When I went on the
yeah.
Trillium website, there was no ordering options available to us,
Not
but
yet. Not yet.
it's coming soon. Anyway, one of the other breweries that was not mentioned, Vale from Richmond, Virginia, and Aslin from Alexandria, Virginia.
Yeah, right outside DC. I'm going there on Thursday.
Aslin?
Mhm.
What? I will have to talk, my brother. All right, anyway, this beer is a Imperial Stout. I'm sorry, Brian Walton, you're probably not tuned in. So
Holy moly, I had no idea what that was. Now I'm super excited. I just read that label. Keep going.
Brian Walton will be angry if he ever watches this, which he won't, but it is an Imperial Stout brewed with peanut butter, cocoa nibs, and caramel. And the name of this the name of this stout is Bale.
Bale.
Oh,
Camera's
right
right there.
There we go.
Yeah, it's the round thing.
They're the
with
round
lights
thing.
on it.
It's not the snowball. It's the other thing. So Bale is the name, and there is the can art. And when I saw Bale, I was thinking like angry and scary and Bale. And then I was like, this label doesn't make me feel that way. And then I was thinking, oh, wait a second. I'm thinking of the word Bane, not Bale, because when I look at this label, I see hay bales all over the label. So it makes absolute sense now when I look at it. And that is a very nice pastoral scene, right? When we look out at that.
Yeah, I like that. B will be drinking out of the Freddie Mercury rainbow glass. And I grabbed one of my Back to the Future. This is strictly Back to the Future 2 glass. But I've got a Back to the Future 1. Nobody's done a Back to the Future 3 yet.
I got a little bit on my finger when I opened it.
Yeah? Nice. Yeah, so I have the opportunity to go to Aslin next Thursday.
Why are you going
took a personal day.
What, just to go to Aslin?
No, private tasting of several of their barreled beers. We're going to pick which barrel goes with it. Should be a very fun road trip. You, sir, did not swirl this can because there is a ton of thick goodness down at the bottom.
I turned it up and I turned it down. That wasn't enough?
I know. I can tell you mine is much, much thicker than yours is.
Well, I'm not happy about that.
Ooh, I'm lucky.
Well, no, I can add.
Oh, that is Crazy Town. Wow. I do have to say, Aslin makes some of the best, like, sweet pastry stouts out there. Never, ever been
scrumptious.
So I'm going to have to try it.
Peanut butter, cocoa nibs, and caramel.
That's good. That's real good. Mm-hmm. I love it. Wow. So roasty. They got so much roastiness in there. That's good.
Aslin does a good job on stouts. 1,000%. So for you people, real quick, Thursday nights are kind of developing into, oddly enough, the highlight of my week. I love this.
I look forward to it. And the one really fun part is there's only one day after this before the weekend. So it's kind of a fun, I think Wednesday would be like, 2 more days. A Thursday night is, we got one more day. And then it's on.
Yeah.
And it's the weekend.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I went to BJ's this weekend.
Yeah.
Their butcher, when you normally buy a brisket, it's a huge brisket. You get part flat, part round. That's the way a brisket comes. This butcher divided them all between flats and rounds. So I couldn't decide if I wanted flats or rounds for the smoker. So I went with 2 flats.
I'm surprised you didn't get one of each.
Well, but then what's the point? Then you might as well just buy one whole brisket. So I got 2 flat briskets from BJ's, great price.
So next time you go, you know which one you want better.
Oh yeah, maybe. But they also had full slabs of pork belly. So I'm gonna smoke some pork belly, make like some pork belly burnt ends in the smoker.
You have a recipe for that?
No.
I have an amazing recipe.
Then I'll take it because it's gonna be the best weekend of meat ever.
So ready? Follow this equation at home if you want.
Erica's off tomorrow.
Pork belly burnt ends equals meat candy.
Mhm.
I will give you the recipe, and you, my friend, will be in nirvana.
I'm excited. It's going to be my
Can you-
first.
Can you reach over and grab that plastic baggie over there so I can wave it to the
Yes,
people?
sir. I can do that.
I mean, it's not that kind of plastic baggie, kids. Relax.
That's a good pound.
Tom's been playing in the kitchen. Tell the kids what we got here, Tom.
My air fryer, which I absolutely love, can dehydrate. So I've been making jerky. This is jerky batch 2. Batch 1, rough. Too salty. Way too salty.
I liked it.
Batch 2, I nailed it. I'm going to add a little bit of sweetness to it, but it worked out really good. So,
yeah. And I
jerkies.
also have an air fryer. I'm letting Tom do all the work, and then he's going to give me the recipe, and boom, it's jerky time.
Yeah. So when we go to the room tonight, in very soon, because it's 45:46, we're 45 minutes already. We always we're going to do 30 minutes tonight. We can squeeze it into 30. We never shut up.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, but yeah, he's going to eat some jerky later.
So, to recap, cans definitely influenced my buying decision. I think Tom said the same. We have nothing against shelfies. We like shelfies, but we also are very pretentious, and we go out of our way to buy stuff that's really hard to get.
Take away the pretentiousness.
No?
When there is a beer line, I never want to get late to that beer line. Not because I want to be in the back of it, because I want to be in the thick of things. I love the fun, the camaraderie, the sharing, the talking, the joking. Everything about waiting in line for beer is one of my favorite activities. I love it. I absolutely love it.
And that bleeds into last week's episode, which was the FOMO.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I love the activity. It is a very fun social gathering with friends.
And on a smaller scale, that bleeds into the whole idea of the share, which I am a huge fan of. Not the brewery share, but the not private share, but small share. Yeah. Like, I love going to people's houses. I love hanging with people who love good beer, and I love making good food, and I love all that stuff.
And when you can squeeze that all into waiting in line for good beer and just make it fun instead of waiting in line.
Oh, I may or may not have brought Seattle dogs to many a share.
If you make it fun, bring some food, bring some beers to share, and just go there looking for a good time, you're going to get it. So that's my opinion of lines.
And on that note, I would like to take this magnificent stout from Aslin in Alexandria, West Virginia, and I would like to say to you, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys hanging with us and talking to us every Thursday night. We like doing this. I mean, like I said, we do this anyway, but it's a lot more fun with you guys doing it with us. Hopefully, we have exceeded your low expectations.
No, I don't care if we did or not.
Hopefully, we don't care. And you can pretty much expect this week in and week out, because we're not stopping unless... No, we're just not stopping.
Yeah, we're just having fun. And I hope you had some fun and enjoy your great... It's going to be a beautiful cold weekend. Enjoy it. And that's it. Thank you so much. And if you want to, we'll see you in just a few minutes in a room for a little while.
Bye, guys.